Hi guys, and welcome to a different type of thing than I usually do because usually I do Between the Zones. We're actually covering one news story today, a big news story. Lord and Miller dropping out of the Han Solo movie because of creative differences, apparently. Now, before we actually start that conversation, I want to make the announcement. I'm dropping Between the Zones simply because it's not getting enough views, and I don't want to put all the effort in to make that show because it takes me hours and hours to put the show together, and I just can't do that anymore. But we'll probably do these type of short videos on uh, different news stories, just one or two news stories every time, and only if it's really big news. So that's really what we're doing here today. I'm joined by Chris Delman, Evan DeGraff, Matthew Kearns. Hi, guys.
Yo,
Hey.
let's get into this.
Hmm?
Yep. Yeah.
Let's get into this indeed. So, as I mentioned, Lord and Miller dropping out of the Han Solo project because of creative differences. This means they need to find a new director for that movie. They still want to have the movie come out next year in May. That's less than 12 months away. I wish them luck with that. But to be honest, I've been pretty vocal about the Han Solo movie since day one. And if you've seen my rants on the Han Solo movie on Between the Zones, I honestly don't care. Let them drop out. Let this movie fail. Let them push the release or never have it released. I do not care about this movie. I've never wanted this movie, and this is just one more reason for me not to want this movie. Just let this movie die and focus on something else that is better than a Han Solo movie because I don't want this movie. So those are my thoughts. I wonder, Chris, you have some different thoughts on it.
I'm gonna sum up Casey's thought in one reaction here. Eh! I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But okay, because look, we've been disagreeing about this film since day one. I was nervous at first, but after hearing some of the story details and hearing about the cast and crew put together, no, I became excited about it because Han Solo is a great film character, and I want to see his origin done correctly. Because, as someone who knows exactly how he was brought up as Corellian royalty in the expanded universe books, yes, in the books, he actually was royalty. And I know they're not going to go for that angle here, hopefully, and so we can get a new interpretation that'll be really cool. But
Western.
And plus, it would be a new genre in the Star Wars saga because, I'm sorry, I want to see a Western sort of heist film set in this universe. And if that's what we were going to get, cool! And I want to see Lord and Miller do it because they are some of the best, they're one of the best directing teams in this day and age. But if they can't work it with the Overlord known as Darth Vitiate, I mean Kathleen Kennedy, but and I don't know the full story, obviously, and I'm not actually blaming her for anything. I'm glad that the way that she phrased her statement was as well as it was. My thing is, what the hell were these conversations where they could not agree to compromise? Anyway, okay, sorry, I'm done ranting. Kearns, as the other big Star Wars fan on the panel, please take it from here.
Yeah, I've been a little so-so about this movie. I kind of don't want a Han Solo origin story, but the cast and crew have me interested. But the fact, directors leaving movies is nothing too new in Hollywood, but that's usually during the pre-production phase. Not usually when the movie is already in production. It's less than a year away. This is crazy. I'm not sure if this is a Lucasfilm thing or if this is a Lord and Miller thing. Or
Creative differences. It's probably both.
It doesn't make me. It doesn't help me to get excited for the Han Solo movie because last time I heard this happening, that was Patty Jenkins with Thor 2, and we saw that movie. And if you like Thor 2, that's fine, but I'm not.
Yeah, no,
That's
that
my
movie
least favorite
sucks.
Marvel movie. But yeah, I don't know. Evan, as the biggest as a Rebels fan here, how do you feel about this? Because
That's
you
a
know
big
there are Star
Rebels
Wars
fan.
movies, right?
What?
Said you know there are Star Wars movies, correct?
Wait, what? There's such a thing as a Star Wars movie? What?
Yeah, Evan. Okay, we'll have to. No, just kidding.
So here's a few issues with this. One, there's 3 weeks left of shooting. That's issue number 1. It's not like it's halfway through and you can tell that there's a directorship. You're gonna tell that something's rushed. You're gonna tell that there's a certain scene that doesn't seem right. 2, you're gonna tell that there's creative differences throughout the whole movie. There's not gonna be a balanced tone whatsoever. 3,
Shit, are we gonna have a mummy?
what were those balanced differences? What were those creative differences? That's something that's very intriguing. That's something that a lot of fans are gonna want to know. And what is the future of this Han Solo movie? Is it gonna be pushed back? It could possibly be shelved, for all we know. We're not sure, because Disney could look at the film. They could be like, this is a mess, and they could shelve it. Do I think that's gonna happen? No, but that's a possibility. This news is so important to the future of these anthology films, because if this isn't successful, especially with the team that they built, there could be a lot of issues here.
Are they going to reshoot this with another director, I wonder, or?
Well, if you are looking at Rogue One as that was the first anthology, did really well, but it definitely it was clear in that movie had reshoots, especially the beginning, a lot of edits. I've been through the movie frame by frame because I have no life and I wanted to figure out screen times. There are so many times that positions of people are completely different in the next shot that it's this movie had a lot of reshoots. And it's not even funny. The editing is really bad in that movie. Simply, reshoots. And you're going to have the same thing with Han Solo. However, there's one question that we kind of have to ask, I feel.
Who they're bringing in to replace them?
Yeah. Who would you bring in to replace Lord and Miller? And Evan told me before we started shooting he had a few ideas. So Evan, what are your ideas?
I think the obvious idea is J.J. Abrams. I don't think it's J.J. Abrams, but because he's so he has said that he did want to come back to a Star Wars movie in a long time. Obviously, this is a lot shorter than he thought, but it's a very small production. I think that's the obvious answer.
It's small production, dude. Are you kidding me? Any Star Wars movie is a huge movie.
I think we're gonna see. This is very different of me to say this, but I think we might see Lawrence Kasdan take the last 3 weeks of production.
Chris, I heard you mention that name as well.
Yep, Evan took my idea.
I mean, he did the screenplay for the best Star Wars movie. He's directed films before, but so
I'll be honest. I actually find him to be a better director than a screenwriter, and I think his writing is already phenomenal. The thing with Kasdan, because if you guys aren't aware, he actually wrote the script for the Han Solo movie with his son. So who better to tackle the last, I don't know, 3-4 scenes of film.
Plus reshoots, probably.
Yeah, plus reshoots. Then the guy who put it on the page in the first place. It makes the most sense.
Yeah.
And plus he has the most familiarity with Star Wars because he's been here since Empire.
And
he has a very good understanding of the character of Han Solo.
Yeah, I think...
And to be honest, that's always been why I can never crap on this film. I could never do it because Kasdan wrote the script.
True. I like this idea of Kasdan being the director.
Do you have another idea for a director, perhaps? Both Matt and Chris.
This might be Filoni's chance
Steven
to prove
Spielberg?
to Disney.
No.
I think this might be Filoni's chance to prove to Disney that he can actually direct a live-action film.
No, let Filoni do Ahsoka.
No. I know what he means though. If
a chance that he can actually do it.
If you let Filoni finish this and do the reshoots.
Yeah.
And it ends up working, the movie gets a reception like Rogue.
Then he gets Ahsoka.
Yeah, okay.
Then he gets Ahsoka.
I like that. Okay. So
Alright,
I'm okay with Kastner and Filoni taking over here. I can't think of anyone.
yeah, I had two ideas, a little bit, um, maybe a little bit weird ideas, but just keeping it in the Marvel family and thinking about cosmic universe movies. I was thinking director of Guardians of the Galaxy 1 and 2, James Gunn, perhaps. If he has the time to do that, because I know he's going to be pretty busy with Marvel. And
Yeah.
another Marvel director, the director of the first Thor, Kenneth Branagh. Like
Hmm.
he's a pretty good director. He has experience with both sci-fi and fantasy.
It's too bad Josh Whedon is doing the pickup stuff on Justice League because I mean he did Serenity, so he actually could have been pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah, that's.
You know,
Oh, you know
Well,
you
what?
know,
the difference is though, Joss Whedon is good with strong female characters.
well we don't
Like,
know.
Oh,
We made this may be a
to,
Mad
to,
Max Fury Road deal where it's like the female character is more of a main character than Han Solo. I mean, you got Amelia Clark in there, so it's entirely
true,
possible.
but if a movie is called Han Solo, it's gonna
Mad
be Mad
Max
Max
Fury
Fury Road
Road.
all over again.
I'm just saying, we've seen it before.
That's true.
shut up, Kearns.
Um. Anyway,
I'm
guys.
saying that in the best way of saying, like, I'm
I,
not the biggest
I,
fan of Fury Road, but a lot of people say that's the best of the Mad Max movies, so maybe doing that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world if they
maybe.
can pull it off.
And yes, that's even where,
But
or
right now,
even as probably the biggest Fury Road fan on the panel, even I have to say that is a serious gamble.
fair.
So
True.
that being said,
Do you guys have any wrapping thoughts?
No, it's just an interesting situation to say the least. I don't know if it's good or bad. It's just interesting.
yeah,
This is really we have to wait and see who they get to replace Lord and Miller, and then it really comes down to seeing the movie and seeing is it a pile, you know, dog turds, or is it like Rogue One and it's actually pretty good for it's a great anthology film, and because if this doesn't work, then the next anthology then movie they have to hit it out of the ballpark.
Yeah.
True. All right. So, with all that being said, that's the end of this little show that we had. Thank you guys for watching. Let us know your guys' opinion. Are you looking forward to the Han Solo movie? Have you been looking forward to it? Who would you like to see replace Lord and Miller in directing, besides from the people that we've mentioned? Just let us know your thoughts. That was this show. I want to thank the guys, Chris, Matt, and Evan. We'll see you guys next time. Take care.